Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening.
And a warm welcome on a somewhat damp evening. Thank you for coming here tonight and not being put off by the weather, or lured by the final match of the Women's Six Nations, or Britain's Got Talent. You know you've come to see Medstead's Got Talent. Or rather, I should say, Medstead and its environs has got talent, because we're welcoming in friends from as far afield as Alton, actually. The programme before you has a deliberate mistake on the front page, and Patrick's offering a glass of wine to anybody who spots the deliberate mistake, just to see if you're on your toes. The inside of the programme, though, is flawless. Although there's one thing I have to announce, which is sadly, my wife Annabelle has been struck down by one of the cold flu bugs which is going around at the moment, and she's feeling very sorry for herself and has no voice. So she's sitting at home, curled up on the sofa watching the television, and she's very sorry not to be here. But we've managed to divide up her music between us, so the show goes on. With the exception of the first number, Cabaret, which maybe if you come back next year she'll be able to sing it then. There's an incentive. So I am the bread, if you will, that is the outside of the first half, the beginning and the end, and the others are the meat, the jam, a little bit of spice that is in between. So this evening is in aid of the British Red Cross and the GUMBI Paradise Project, and also St Andrew's Church Fabric Fund. And Jenny's just going to say a few words about what the GUMBI Paradise Project actually entails.
Thank you very much, John. Thanks. Good evening, everyone. It's lovely to be back here again. So I'm Jenny from Alton Climate Action Network. Also will be playing the piano with Patrick later on this evening. And I'm very grateful that GUMBI is one of the beneficiaries of this evening's event. GUMBI is in Malawi. Malawi has recently declared a drought disaster, along with Zambia and Zimbabwe next door. It is responsible for only 0.04% of global greenhouse gas emissions, but is one of the worst affected countries in the world, a victim of extreme weather. So we have been working in partnership with a small charity called the GUMBI Education Fund since 2020 to try and help local people in the GUMBI villages to find a way forward, because at the moment they largely eat monoculture maize, which crop fails unfortunately when there isn't any rainfall. So we've been supporting them with a sustainable form of agriculture called permaculture, which involves growing a really diverse range of crops, fruit trees, bushes, all sorts of crops, rediscovering the crops that they had before maize was introduced by the colonial powers. We have sent 15 young farmers for training at the wonderfully named Permaculture Paradise Institute. Isn't it lovely? And then we've bought them a plot of land, a farm, tools, farm animals, and various expenditure on irrigation and so on. So we are hoping that this will be a way forward for them in terms of providing sustainable agriculture that gives them food when their maize crop fails. The priority at the moment is supporting them to introduce this way of farming on their own homestead plots. They all have little bits of land around their plots, so that's the priority for fundraising. I've put a flyer around the room which has links to more information on our website if any of you are interested, but very, very grateful for your support for this project, and would like to stress that there are absolutely no overheads involved, so we just support it directly, voluntarily. There's no one paid to do any administration, so money that you give goes straight out there to support them. So thank you very much. Thank you for the opportunity. And let the music commence. Okay, thank you.